Good day, friends. As technology infrastructure continues to evolve, the world around us has become more connected. The Internet of Things refers to billions of physical devices and sensors around the world that are now connected to the Internet, all collecting and sharing data. In this video, let us discuss the concept everything as a service in IoT. For much of IoT, the brain of the system is cloud. Sensors and devices collect data and perform action, but the processing or commanding or analytics typically happen in the cloud. So what does this cloud means? So cloud is a huge interconnected network of powerful servers that perform services for business and for people. So cloud computing, however, does not change the fundamental of software engineering. So all application need access to three things: compute, store, and process. With cloud computing, a fourth element, distributed services, is added. So now let's see the characteristics of cloud computing. So there are five characteristics of cloud computing: on-demand self-service, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and measured service. Let's see one by one. On-demand self-service. That's cloud computing does not require any human interaction on provider's side. That is, consumer's request is automatically processed by the cloud infrastructure on demand. For example, they create a new instance online using credit card and without having to wait for delivery and without having to go through a complicated purchasing process. The second one is broad network access. So cloud services are available over the network and accessed through standard mechanism that promote use by heterogeneous clients such as mobile phone, laptop, etc. So its services are provided over standard network and heterogeneous devices. The third one is resource pooling. Here resources include storage, processing, memory, and network bandwidth. These resources are pooled together to serve multiple customers with different physical and virtual resources dynamically assigned and reassigned according to the customer's demand. And another key characteristics of cloud computing is rapid elasticity. So whenever the user requires services, it is provided to him and it is scaled out as soon as its requirements get over. So for example, if a web application gets an unusual amount of traffic, then more servers may be created to provide that service. Thus, application can gracefully and automatically scale with demand. Finally, measured service. So that is resources used by the customers are monitored, controlled, and reported, providing transparency for both the provider and consumer of the utilized service. So this is done for various reasons like billing and effective use of resource. So cloud computing comes in several different service models and deployment model. The three main service models are software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So in SaaS, that is software as a service, okay. Here I am going to compare cloud services with car services in order to understand the service model of cloud computing. So let me start this comparison with software as a service. Suppose you choose to take a taxi. The car agency is responsible for finance, servicing, then insurance, road tax, driver, fuel requirements, etc. You just need to pay for your ride. This is similar to software as a service providers. So entire hardware and software stack presented by the provider. You just need to pay for the services basically on the subscription basis. So example of software providers like Google app, like Gmail, Google Documents. We'll go for the next one. Platform as a service. Here, suppose you plan to travel to a nearby place. So decided to rent a car. So then you might have to take care of fuel, road tolls, and hire a driver. Rest of the work like finance of the car service, insurance, road tax, etc. is responsibility of car renting agencies. Likewise, platform as a service in cloud computing offer computing services like storage, virtualization, network, operating system, web services, database management, and software development kits compatible with various programming language. User can just focus on creating and running application. So example of platform providers we can tell as Google App Engine, Salesforce, and Microsoft Azure. Next we'll go with infrastructure as a service. Now you made a long travel plan to a far off place. So you're choosing to lease a car. Here you have to worry about servicing a car, road tax, insurance, pay for fuel, road tolls, and hire a driver. Most of the work is done by you. The car agency just take care of finance related to leasing a car. Similarly, in the infrastructure as a service providers offers end users with computing resources like storage, virtualization, networking, security, and maintenance. Whereas the user have to handle most of the workload like installing, maintaining, managing software layers. For example, Amazon AWS, FlexiScale, and Google Cloud Platform are some of the examples for IaaS service. So let us see now deployment model. So now we are going to see about the cloud deployment models. There are 4 deployment models of cloud computing: private, public, community, and hybrid cloud. So in private cloud, the cloud infrastructure is provisioned for exclusive use by a single organization. So it may be owned, managed, and operated by a single organization. In public cloud, the cloud infrastructure is provisioned for open use by the general public. So it may be managed, operated, and owned by a business, academic, or a government organization. In community cloud, the cloud infrastructure is provisioned for exclusive use by a specific community of consumers that have a shared concern. So it may be owned, managed, and operated by one or more organization in a community or a third party or combinations of them. In the hybrid cloud, the cloud infrastructure is a composition of two or more distinct cloud infrastructure. Maybe a combination of a public, private, and or a community cloud. So now let us see the role of cloud computing in the world of IoT. So we know that IoT becomes a source of the data while the cloud becomes the ultimate destination for it to be stored. So is the cloud necessary for IoT? So the technically answering this is no. But there are reasons which highlight the importance of the cloud computing in the world of IoT. So the two main reasons for the importance of cloud in IoT are reduced cost of ownership. That is, the cloud technology provide ample resources to businesses so that they do not have to spend on setting up their infrastructure. And the second one is business continuity program. That is, the cloud computing is capable of running businesses even in the midst of sudden disasters, since the data is maintained on additional separate servers. So, using cloud computing in IoT has become necessary. So, to finish, when we ask if the cloud is desirable for IoT, the answer is it depends. So IoT companies needs to consider their specific application when deciding whether the cloud makes sense for them or no. Thank you.